Today, we're tackling the elephant in the room: artificial intelligence and your job security. That's right, we're asking the question that's keeping millions awake at night. How is AI replacing jobs? And more importantly, is your job safe? Now, before you slam that laptop shut and go build a cabin in the woods, let's take a breath together. This isn't just another doom and gloom prediction video. We're going to look at the facts, the myths, and the surprisingly optimistic possibilities that AI brings to the table. Let's start with what we know. According to a 2023 Goldman Sachs report, AI could potentially impact or displace up to 300 million jobs worldwide. That's a staggering number, representing about a quarter of the current global workforce. Before you panic, remember that impact doesn't always mean replace. Sometimes it means transform. But here's where it gets interesting. The World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report suggests that while AI will eliminate approximately 85 million jobs by 2025, it will simultaneously create about 97 million new positions. That's a net gain of 12 million jobs globally. Not exactly the robot apocalypse we've been promised, right? Now, I know what you're thinking. Sure, but what kind of jobs are we talking about here? Great question. Let's break it down. The jobs most vulnerable to AI automation typically share certain characteristics. They involve repetitive tasks, predictable patterns, and minimal creative decision-making. Data entry? AI is already doing that. Basic customer service? Chatbots are handling millions of interactions daily. A 2023 study from the University of Pennsylvania found that telemarketers have a 99% risk of automation. Bookkeepers, 97%. Loan officers, 98%. Even radiologists are seeing AI systems that can detect certain conditions with accuracy rivaling human experts. But here's something fascinating. A 2024 MIT study found that workers in these high-risk fields who learn to work with AI tools see a productivity boost of up to 40% compared to those who resist the technology. The key isn't avoiding AI, it's becoming the person who knows how to use it effectively. Speaking of working with AI, did you know that in 2022, a lawyer used ChatGPT to write a legal brief? When the judge discovered this, he was furious. Not because AI was used, but because the AI hallucinated fake case citations. The lawyer faced sanctions, but this raises an interesting question. If the AI had been accurate, would anyone have noticed or cared? There are interestingly some safe zones. So now, let's talk about the jobs that are relatively safe from AI takeover. These typically involve complex human interaction, emotional intelligence, creative thinking, adaptability to unusual situations, physical dexterity in unpredictable environments. Mental health counselors, plumbers, nurses, teachers, and creative directors all require skills that AI still struggles with. According to a 2024 Oxford study, jobs requiring high emotional intelligence have less than a 10% chance of automation in the next decade. Here's a mind-blowing stat. McKinsey reports that the demand for socio-emotional skills will grow by 26% in the United States by 2030. That's right. As AI takes over logical tasks, the value of being distinctly human is actually increasing. Have you ever wondered why Japan, a country obsessed with robots, still has one of the worst nursing shortages in the developed world? Despite creating incredibly advanced caregiving robots, they've found that patients strongly prefer human touch and connection. Some things just can't be automated, no matter how sophisticated the technology gets. But here's what most fear-mongering articles miss. AI isn't just replacing jobs, it's transforming them. In fact, the real story is that most jobs won't disappear entirely. They'll evolve. Take journalists. AI can now write basic news articles about sports scores or earnings reports. But investigative journalism, conducting sensitive interviews, uncovering corruption, these require human judgment, empathy, and ethical reasoning that AI simply doesn't possess. A 2023 Deloitte survey found that 83% of companies using AI reported that it had created new roles within their organizations. These include AI trainers, AI ethicists, and human AI collaboration specialists. Jobs we couldn't even imagine a decade ago are now in high demand. Did you know that when ATMs were first introduced in the 1970s, everyone predicted the end of bank tellers? But something unexpected happened. The number of teller jobs actually increased. Why? Because ATMs reduced the cost of operating a branch, so banks opened more locations. Meanwhile, tellers evolved from cash-counting machines into relationship-building financial advisors. Could AI follow a similar pattern in other industries? So, what does all this mean for you? How do you stay relevant in an AI-driven economy? First, focus on developing skills that complement AI rather than compete with it. Data from LinkedIn's 2024 Emerging Jobs Report shows that roles combining technical knowledge with soft skills like communication and leadership are growing 5 times faster than traditional technical roles. Second, embrace lifelong learning. The half-life of professional skills is now just 5 years, according to Deloitte. That means half of what you learn today will be irrelevant in 5 years. Continuous upskilling isn't optional anymore, it's essential. Third, consider the fields where human touch remains crucial. Healthcare, education, and creative industries are seeing massive growth despite AI advancements. A 2024 PwC report predicts that healthcare employment will grow by 15% over the next decade, creating 2.6 million new jobs globally. In 2023, a major tech company found that their most successful AI implementation teams weren't led by technical experts, but by people with backgrounds in psychology and anthropology. Why? Because they understood the human side of the equation. Could your useless liberal arts degree actually be your secret weapon in the AI economy? But what is the catch? I'm not going to sugarcoat this. The transition will be challenging for many. A 2023 Brookings Institution report estimates that workers in the bottom wage quartile are 4 times more likely to need occupational retraining due to AI than those in the top quartile. But let's put this in historical perspective. The agricultural revolution displaced 40% of the workforce in developed countries. The Industrial Revolution fundamentally changed how and where people worked. The digital revolution eliminated countless jobs while creating entire new industries. Each time, humanity adapted. The key difference today is the pace of change. Previous revolutions played out over generations. The AI revolution is happening in real time, requiring us to adapt much more quickly. So, to answer the question we started with, is your job safe from AI? The honest answer is, it depends. Not just on your job title, but on how you approach the coming changes. If you view AI as competition, you're setting yourself up for a battle you might not win. But if you see AI as a collaborator, a tool that can handle the mundane while freeing you to focus on the uniquely human aspects of your work, you're positioning yourself for success. Remember, throughout history, technology has consistently created more jobs than it has destroyed. There's no reason to believe AI will be any different. The question isn't whether there will be jobs, but whether we'll be prepared for the jobs of tomorrow. As futurist Roy Amara famously said, we tend to overestimate the effect of technology in the short run and underestimate the effect in the long run. The AI revolution isn't something to fear, it's something to prepare for. And that's it for today's exploration of AI and the future of work. If you found this video helpful, you know what to do. Smash that like button and subscribe for more content. Drop a comment below with your thoughts. Is your job AI-proof? Have you already seen AI changing your industry? Until next time, keep adapting, keep learning, and remember, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. See you in the next one.